Alright, so in this episode we're going to do something really easy in the CMS, which is add a new page to the website. So one thing you should want to notice is that we're on the Content Pages tab. Same thing as before, there's a lot of different ways to look through the results in this page for the pages. And you can sort through different pages alphabetically, or you can look in navigation and see the sitemap. One thing, another thing that we also like to mention is the live search fields here. So if you have particular words or phrases in mind that you want to search for, you can do so in the live search field. But what we're going to do right now is add a new page. So I clicked add new page. I'm going to call this test page 2. And what I want to do is start putting in content here. Now, I'm not going to go over how to use this editor right now, but I'll make a training blog about it in a little bit. But here's where you'd put your content. So for right now, I'm just going to put down random gibberish. And this is probably the most important section of the add new page. Show navigation, location, header image, and template. So you have two options, obviously, for show navigation. Either leave it unchecked or check it. So what happens if it's unchecked? Well, if it's unchecked, then your result is an independent page. And you want to use the independent pages for pages that could be linked off of take for example, the Southside website. It's not part of the navigation exactly, but let's say we had something linked like this, Gem of the Ocean, African American History, Identity, and Destiny. This page is not part of this top level navigation. It's not any of the secondary navigation items either. It's outside of that. It's independent of it. So this kind of acts as the Southside's own sitemap. If you go to Southside, then you can go to this Gem of the Ocean thing. So if we click here, it brings us to another page off of the Southside website. So independent pages basically don't connect to any part of the sitemap, but you can use those pages, but you can link to those pages from anywhere else on the site. So even if I were to go into, say, Sunday locations, I could have another link here that would link to an independent page. Just highlight it in the editor and link it to whatever independent page you wanted. What I'm going to do right now is show you what happens when you click Show in Navigation. So if you click Show in Navigation, you have some options for location. Top level nav, and then all these other things. So these are all the other pages that are in the website. So if you have top level navigation item, then and you publish that, then what you're going to have is one of these up here: Serve, Grow, Worship, Connect, or About Us. So if we left it, then this e-bulletin sign-up thing would be moved over a little bit, and then you'd have our test page 2 up at the top. But we don't want it to have it up there. We want to have it branching off of something. So let's just see what would happen if we branched off of who we are. We also want to select a image for this page as well, and so I want to note that what we have up here is file naming for all the different secondary images. Anything that's meant to be used as a secondary image that has the correct dimensions will have 2ndary and then underscore, and then where the image is supposed to go, what page, and then another underscore, and then a short description of what the image looks like or what the image is. Now if you notice, some of these are unassigned. So we have 2ndary unassigned and then a description. So I'm just going to choose, I guess, walk sign. That will be the picture for this page. And the last thing is the template. If this is some other page on the website, we have a couple different templates of pages that we can use. For the most part, 95% of the time it's going to be secondary page template. So just make sure it's secondary page template, unless possibly you're doing a blog later on, or pretty much, well, that's about it really. So make sure that secondary page template is clicked there. And sections we won't go into either as well right now. So we hit save and publish. And so if I search for test, I can see my test page 2 is on there and it's a nav item. And if I were to refresh, I go to connect, I believe. Was it under connect? I actually forgot. So it shows us our location right here. About us, then who we are, then test page 2. So I need to go to about us and who we are, and there's my test page 2. There's my random content. There's the walk sign as the header at the secondary image, and here's the name of the page. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave comments, questions on the blog post.